Well, good morning, everybody. This is Pal Jasmine Gonzalez. Welcome to my channel. Last night I finished watching the series Midnight Mass, and I will admit it, I totally enjoyed the series. It was well written, it was well done. I totally like the fact of like how the Lord of the Vampire work well with uh, Catholic um, viewpoints, which was super interesting. Like when you consider that Catholics and I used to be Catholic, so um, it was really interesting. It was a really interesting series. The one thing that I found impossible was that there was nobody, no one in that island knew any of the lore of vampires to be able to say, "Oh, we can't use bullets. We should try stakes." I mean, like I will have enjoyed a discussion of that. And true, there was a character. She played the doctor that she was knowledgeable on some of the things. She was doing, and she explained a little bit of like the possibility of what was happening and all that kind of stuff, which made perfect sense. I enjoy her description, but did I even know anything about vampires? No lore whatsoever. Nobody in that island seemed to know anything. It's like Bram Stoker Dracula wasn't a book that they read. They wasn't. Maybe they never have seen the movies of The Lost Boys or any movie that had vampires in it. Maybe they didn't even have Netflix or something like that. I don't know. But I found it kind of like hilarious that nobody knew anything about vampires. There was not even a comic book shop with two geek guys trying to explain the person, oh yeah, be careful about vampires, because we are experts of vampire because we have read comic books. Like no, there was no comic book shop either, which I found a little bit disappointed. But overall, the series was enjoyable and definitely, definitely scary, honestly, because I don't think at least the level of scary for me was came from the knowledge of like, shit, I don't want to be trapped in an island where nobody knows how to freaking fight vampires. That would be scary if vampires were real, you know. Um, so yeah, that's the one thing that really boggles my mind. Because when you watch every movie or series out there, there's always somebody that knows a little bit of the lore of vampires. Now, it's possible that you could expand in this universe, now that you have a Nosferatu, maybe there's in the war, there might be somebody that have an issue with werewolf or changelings. Imagine a changeling pastor that's always asking for money. Like a charismatic pastor like Joel Austin, like that would be quite interesting too. Although not as impactful as seeing um, a priest. Maybe the Catholic Church get involved and they realize like, oh yeah, we have a section of the Catholic Church that we hunt the supernatural things. People don't believe it. People will not believe you. Maybe the kids that survive they turn into hunters for the Catholic Church. There's something in there. Anyway, that's all I got. Peace, everybody. Stay safe. And seriously, watch Midnight Mass. Great series. Totally enjoy it. And I don't think they're going to do a season two, but this series was very, very, very interesting. I did enjoy this one. Um, really, really well done. Really well done. The writing, the music, the cinematography was fantastic, honestly, and giving hints of like small towns in the United States where they get exposed to different diversity. That was interesting and also scary too, because that's as a Puerto Rican, I sometimes get concerned. Puerto Rican, a transgender woman too. I get concerned if I go to a small town. Like what will people do to me? Like will they be rich and will they be will they be reasonable enough to understand or even treat me well? Because yeah, racism is still a thing in this country, unfortunately. And but anyway, other than that, I did enjoy that series, and I think it was great to see that series. It was something fresh. It was something different. Something in terms of vampires. It wasn't too much of people hunting the vampires, but like it was interesting. It was scary. People felt powerless. Uh, realizing that they were fighting against something they couldn't explain, that they have no knowledge whatsoever. But again, I found it ridiculous that in a vampire um, series, nobody knows a little bit of the lore or anything. I mean, like, but in the end, it still made sense to a certain point to me, the story. And I did enjoy that aspect. And I did enjoy the aspect of like a priest being caught and be the one that was involved in this vampire scheme, how power corrupted him, which is not a it's a topic that sometimes has been explored already with evangelical preacher, but never with a Catholic priest. So that was to me very, very interesting. In any case, other series that I would recommend, Warrior Nun. Warrior Nun has 2 seasons, and I did enjoy that series too. Again, as somebody that used to be Catholic, like I like watching those shows like that. Anyway, that's all I got. Peace, everybody. Stay safe. Bye.